Hi, I'm Helen from Halton Food. Today we're going to be planting carrots. Starting in April all the way through to the middle of August, maybe even the end of August depending on the conditions, you can direct sow carrots directly into the garden. And you want to direct sow rather than transplant. And the reason is because carrots, if you've noticed when you get them from the grocery store, sometimes they have little fine hairs on them. Those are little tiny roots that are coming off the main root. And if you damage those, you're damaging the plant's ability to absorb water and nutrients. So it's best just to direct sow right into the garden. As you can see, carrot seeds are very tiny. Generally, the rule is the tinier the seed, the shallower you plant it. And that is true for carrots. You don't want to plant these too deeply. Carrots like loose, sandy soil. So you don't want to be planting your carrots in heavy clay. When you do plant in heavy clay, that's when carrots tend to fork. And that means when the root splits into two. Also, you want to keep nitrogen-based fertilizers and newer manure compost away from your carrots. Nitrogen causes big bushy green tops, but the root itself, which is what you're eating, tends to not be as well developed. Also, excess nitrogen in the soil also causes your carrots to fork. If you do have heavy clay and you have to plant your carrots in a container, try a shorter variety like Danvers, which only tend to be about 10 centimeters long rather than your longer varieties. Keep your longer varieties if you do have loose sandy soil in your garden bed or you have a raised bed. As I said before, the seeds are very tiny, so you're going to plant quite shallow, only about half a centimeter. So you're going to do three tiny little lines in a square foot plot. And you can just barely tell that there's a line there because by the time I cover it with soil, that's about half a centimeter. And I'm just going to take a pinch of the seeds and sprinkle it down the row. We will definitely have to thin these later, but they're so tiny that there is no way I'm going to be able to plant these individually. There we go. And I'll just very gently cover that up. And it's more that I'm patting down the soil than covering it. After you finish planting, you want to water. Remember, you must keep these seedlings moist until you start to see the seed germinate. If you don't, the soil will dry up and the seeds will unfortunately probably not survive. And my biggest piece of advice before planting carrots, make sure you don't plant right before a thunderstorm. As I said, you planted so shallow that the instant the rains start coming, all your seeds are going to be just washed away. So just keep an eye on the forecast and try and plant on a nice sunny day.